From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine Monday morning weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. This briefing takes us through the 6th of February through next Sunday. So let's jump right into the next slide. And you can see there's a cold front to our south today and high pressure to our north. And all the cold air is, closer to the center of the high as usual. But that high is going to extend over our area, so that'll give us some fair weather. Fair weather today. In fact, here's current readings as of 11:30, and you can see we're climbing through the 40s and through the 30s in the triad. We're on our way to the upper 40s to around 50 for highs today, coolest across the triad. You can see there's a little mixture of clouds and sun across the state. So not a bad day, fair weather overall. And as I zoom further out, you can see all the cold air that's closer to that high to our north over the Great Lakes region and New England and the Midwest. So anyway, basically as the high shifts offshore, what's going to happen is the big high to our north is going to shift offshore with time. And remember which way air flows around high pressure? Clockwise, right? So we have a northeast wind over us right now. But remember, once this high shifts to the east, once this high goes this way, then we'll be on the southwest side of things, and south side of things in terms of wind. And then anytime the wind blows from the south or southeast or any type of southerly component, that's usually a warming trend for us. So what we're going to be doing is looking for that high that's to our north to move to our east and offshore, because then that'll allow the flow to turn more to the south and warm us up. Okay, so that's kind of the big picture using the live data as to what we're hoping for this week. And sure enough, the graphics here show the high moving offshore. So a warming trend is expected through midweek. The warmest day will be Thursday with highs in the mid 60s to around 70. That'll feel really good. I can't wait for that. And then I guess as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end, right? You look at this strong cold front moving across the Ohio Valley and Mississippi Valley midweek. Here it is late week crossing the Tennessee Valley. Pretty potent cold front. Why is it potent? Because there's lots of cold air behind it. Look at this big high behind it. That high is bringing some Arctic air behind it. So anyway, that cold front is going to push through our area on Friday, or it's going to approach late Thursday and move across the area on Friday with widespread rain. Okay, so lots of rain with this front. Okay, and then once it moves through on Friday, we're going to see some colder air moving, because this high right here is going to be to our north come the weekend. Okay, so all that cold air coming out of Canada is going to set up over the east for the weekend. Now, we are looking for dry weather on Saturday. Okay, so the front will come through on Friday. The front will bring a lot of rain, and then it moves through. It brings cold air, but dry on Saturday. The problem is that there's going to be an area of low pressure to our south, this guy right here. Okay, and that area of low pressure is forecast to gradually lift off to the northeast. Okay, so we're going to have to watch that wave of low pressure and as it moves to the northeast, because if precipitation with it arrives early enough while the cold air is still in place, then there could be some wintry precipitation types. And it's a weekend, right? So why not? It seems like every weekend for the last how many weekends we've been dealing with wintry weather. So it wouldn't surprise me if the weekend trend continued. Although this is different, right? Because different in the sense that leading into it, yeah, we have the cold air in place, but I don't think this particular pattern, the high is a little bit too far to our north for it to be a long duration winter weather event. It could, in other words, this type of pattern is different than the storms we've had in the previous weekends, in that it's the type, if we do see winter weather, it would start off wintry before it changes the rain. Okay, so I think if we do see that, winter onset, I think it generally changes to rain with time. Okay, so again, the last bullet there is what I want to draw your attention to. If precipitation arrives early enough, there could be some wintry weather Sunday morning, and obviously there's still plenty of time to monitor this. So if I could summarize this week in 3 bullet points, I would say, number 1, it's going to warm up through the week. Number 2, it's going to rain late Thursday night into Friday with the passage of the cold front, which will usher in colder air for Saturday. And then the 3rd bullet point would be, we got to watch this system on Sunday, because if it gets in here early enough, then it could start off as some wintry weather. Okay, so I can narrow down these bullet points to 3 with what I just said there. All right, so anyway, all right, let's get on to the next slide. So in case you're wondering how much rain, obviously dry today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then there's the rain for Thursday and Friday. Unfortunately, we're not going to get as much rain over us as places to the west. Thank you, mountains. So, the mountains to our west, really, it's amazing how much the mountains to our west affect our weather. They truly do. And in this case, we're not going to see as much rain thanks to the mountains. So anyway, when I say a lot of rain, I mean, up to a half inch, that seems like a lot of rain, right? I mean, technically that's not a lot of rain, but it seems like a lot of rain when you've been in a drought. But anyway, we could see a half inch of rain area wide with Friday's cold front. Okay, and then we're just going to be keeping an eye on the system over the southeast on Sunday. All right. Okay, no severe thunderstorms expected next 3 days. No flash flooding expected next 3 days. And here's the drought map. This is the latest drought map. Obviously, we've seen some improvement and some modest improvement, but we'll take any improvement we can get with each one of these winter weather events. All right, and then looking further down the road, not this week, but next week, odds would favor, average temperatures, and odds would favor average precip. Okay. All right. Wrapping it all up, generally fair weather with a warming trend through midweek. The strong cold front approaches late Thursday and moves across the area on Friday with widespread rain, maybe a half inch of rain, turning colder Friday into the weekend behind that front. And then a system near the coast may spread some precip into the region Sunday. On the right side, there is a note that there could be a thunderstorm across the southeast with that rain on Friday, so just be cognizant of that. Now, regarding Sunday's precip, a potential system may spread precip into the area Sunday and Monday. Some wintry weather is possible, but remains very uncertain. Okay, and then obviously we'll continue to see improvement in the drought with every little bit of rain we can get. All right, so that is your Monday routine weekly briefing. Should things continue to look more wintry as we go through the week, we will start up non-routine briefings as needed. Okay, so I don't have any schedule for any non-routine briefings right now, but as late as the Sunday system comes into better focus, if it looks like it's going to be more impactful, then obviously we'll start up briefings. If not, then we'll see you on the Thursday morning routine weekly briefing at 11:30, same time, same place.